Budget my $5,000 tax return as a mom who's trying to learn financial independence, trying to learn how to finance money in general because it was never taught to me my whole life, and who's trying to personally grow and work herself out of situations. So let's start. To budget my tax return. So for work, I got $2,590 back. For my child, I got $2,200 back. I do split this with dad, so $1,100 will be going to him. But we'll just add these together for the sake of it. So 5 will be 7, 4, that is how much total. But we are going to subtract off the 1,100 because this will be dad. So dad, 1,100, mom, let's do that math, guys. I'm just going to add it up here. So it's going to be 0, 9, 1 plus 5 is 6, 1 plus 2 is 3. 3,690. Let's budget this. I couldn't decide what I wanted to put my money into, but we're going to do emergency funds, savings, because I'm trying to build a better life for my daughter and myself. I'm going to do personal for myself. I'm going to do a business, so content, things of that nature, and then my daughter, of course. So let's go ahead and break all of this up into this. So we're going to start off with at least 1,000 in emergency funds. We're going to do personal, just $100. For K-Bug, we're also going to do a good... We'll save her for last. So how about that? Business, let's do 300. Then K-Bug, we will do another $400. I'm going to do memberships. I'm going to do things of that nature like Zoom memberships, stuff like that. So that way we can go all year and it's technically free, but not technically. So let's go ahead and break this down. So let's do 369 minus 1,000 minus 100 minus 300 minus 400. So that's all 0, of course. That's a 9, of course. Then we're going to do, this will be 8. And then 3 minus 1, 2. We had to carry some stuff. Will be 1,890. I'm going to go check it with a calculator. I'll be right back. And of course, I was right because why wouldn't I be? We're going to put all of that into my savings. I'm trying to build a better life for me and my daughter. So this is what I'm doing.
Now let's talk about what people are spending their tax refunds on. Because we're seeing a lot of people seeing this money as a one-time bonus, free money, pretty much like they won the lottery. That is actually not the case. You have overpaid throughout the year of 2025, and the IRS is just giving you some of that money back. So you pretty much had given the government a free loan. Now, what exactly are people doing with this refund? A lot of people are misusing it. They're buying luxury items, they're maybe taking themselves on a vacation, or they're treating themselves to a fancy dinner, or even buying a new car if they have a big enough refund. And this is a huge problem because when people see money like this, they should just immediately take that money and either put it away for savings and a high yield savings with Capital One. You can get 3% interest on your money, or even better, you now have some extra spending money where you can invest in the stock market. And that is one tool that the wealthy have been using to get ahead, and especially in this high cost of living environment, they have been making a ton of money in the stock.
Whenever the conversation of taxes come up, I be quiet because you know what? Do whatever the fuck you want to do with your money. Like I could care less if you go on vacation, if you fucking get your ass done. I don't care. Like I really feel like people care a lot because I think that they think you're getting the money from the government. I think that they don't know that you actually worked for that money and you're getting your refund. Like, I don't know. That's what I think. Because why do y'all care so much? Every tax season is the same thing. You know what the conversation should really be? Why are people so broke that they have to wait to a certain time of the year to get money to spend things on, like to spend their money on what they want to spend it on? Why is it that a certain group of people have to wait every January, February, March, April to be able to just live a little? That's the conversation. We need to change the narrative and we need to start talking about that.
I don't know how much taxes that y'all got, but me, baby, I'm blessed. Thank ya. Y'all talking about I'm gonna spend all my taxes. Baby, no, I'm gonna buy me a car. Give me somewhere to stay. Responsibilities. Yes, baby, I'm gonna have my things. I always, when I get my taxes, I always take care of my responsibilities first. My kids do need things, but they're not really wanting for it. Um, myself, I do have to, you know, I don't have to, but I am looking for a bigger place. Because my kids are much older now and they want their own room, and I think they deserve their own room. And I need more space for myself. We are in a 3-bedroom, 1 bath, and we have 12 kids, and that's me and my husband. So how the fuck is that working? Like, we gotta move ASAP. I don't know about you, but I already got my wigs and my nails done, so I don't need to buy that. Thank you.
I find it crazy that you got thousands of people here on TikTok that aren't even professional tax preparers out here trying to educate the masses on what to look for to get your tax refund, telling you when your tax refund should be dropping. They're not even professionals. Y'all do this every year. The money is coming. Stop having that money burning in your pocket. It is not a come up, and you did not get over on the IRS. It is money that you overpaid throughout the year on taxes. That's all it is. So if you're getting nothing back and you owe nothing, guess what? You played the game the right way. If you're getting a whole lot of money back in taxes, that means you overpaid the IRS throughout the year. Come on, man. Y'all getting ridiculous with these videos y'all coming out with. Regular people acting like they tax professionals. Stop it.
Girl, before you go spending your tax refund, please listen to me. Don't go buy that bag. Do not go get that BBL. Nothing wrong with getting a BBL, but why don't you flip that money first? Why don't you start a business? Why don't you start selling on TikTok and Instagram? It's a lot simpler than you think. I created a very simple step-by-step guide showing you exactly what to do. I broke it down the simplest way possible. Anybody can sell on Instagram and on TikTok. You can create your own product to sell on Instagram and TikTok. Use your refund money wisely. You can turn that money into a business that will generate you more money. Do it now while you still have that money. You don't even need to use your whole refund. You only need about a few $100s. Because aren't you tired of struggling? There's more to life than working a 9 to 5. It's easy, it's simple. And I show you all of that in my ebook, step by step. I simplified it for you. It's only $19. I made it very affordable because I want to help you. I want to help all of my single moms be successful. If you want to get my $19 ebook, it's in my bio.
So I've been seeing all the videos of like people budgeting and what they're spending their tax refund on. So I thought I'd get on here and make a video of what I'm going to be spending my 5-figure tax refund on. Purchase number 1, I'm going to buy that little monkey from that zoo that got punched and likes the little teddy bear, the viral monkey. I'm buying that monkey. Yeah, that's gonna be the first purchase. Then I'm gonna buy a new car because I have my taxes, so I am really stuck between the 2026 Expeditions and the 2026 Yukons. But I asked ChatGPT which one I should buy, and they said the Expedition because it's like more high tech and stuff like that. So I think I'm gonna do that. And it's cheaper than the Yukon anyways, but money's not a problem because I got my tax refund. And then I'm also gonna invest in like the 7 Brew franchise. So I'm gonna open up a 7 Brew, wait on it. Then we're gonna go on like 12 vacations this year. 1 vacation for each month. And we'll have to do 2 vacations in 2 months. Like 2 different months, we'll have to do 2 different vacations because we didn't get to go on a vacation January, February. So that's what we're going to do. 1 vacation for each month. Then I'm gonna buy like a new pair of fig scrubs. I'm just gonna buy every pair that they have, like in every color, because the ones I have, I got from the Goodwill mostly. And I got like a few from the website, but I'm gonna buy every color that they have in the Isabel pants because I love those. And I got my taxes, so why not? What else should I buy? I'm not really sure what else I should buy, but I'm sure I'll come up with something. But yeah, that's everything I'm gonna buy with my tax refund so far. If you guys have any other recommendations on what I should spend my money on, let me know. Comment below so I know what to spend my money on.
I be so jealous of y'all who be getting tax refunds and stuff. I haven't got a refund from the IRS in years, okay? I owe all the time. That's the downside of being a YouTuber and all that stuff. Bitch, let me tell you a story. My cousin do taxes and stuff like that. You know, she's a certified CPA, went to school for it, very good. She do my family taxes, well, my aunt and grandparents, you know, their taxes. I got this one aunt, the bitch slow as shit. And I don't really think ain't nothing wrong with her. I think she just, you know, she's just lazy and, you know, she's one of those motherfuckers that wanna act like something's wrong so that she don't have to do nothing. Ain't never had a job in her life. All of a sudden she's on disability and all this other stuff, whatever, right? So, you know, when you go do your taxes, she can't use her social security number. She got a pen that she got to use because somebody took her social security number sometimes. So that this time around, bitch, let me just tell you this. My cousin trying to do her taxes and girl, they was like, we gonna have to hold off on you for a second because we looking into you because bitch, somebody with this pen, a pen that only you should know, has opened up a business and you owe like $2 million. I said, girl, what? Now the backstory on that is she is the type of person that'll do anything for a dude, like, and let them just take over. And 9 out of 10, she probably gave her social security number out to a dude. She the type of person that'll be on Facebook and a random scammer come up into her inbox and she'll start having a little conversation with them and thinking they in a relationship. She that type of person. Dumb as shit. $2 million? $2 million? Bitch. Put me in the grave at that point. Dumbass.
Y'all are not going to believe this update. So, yes, my money is pending, but how about I'm missing like $1,000 of what I'm supposed to be getting? And I know I had got the advance loan, but I only borrowed like, actually I'm missing more than 1,000. It's more like 1,500 because I borrowed like 700. So it's like a whole chunk of money is missing. So yes, I got my money pending finally, yay! But it ain't the right amount. And I knew something fishy was going on for how long it fucking took. But see, with me, I checked them transcripts. I see that it wasn't the IRS because I was checking my codes. So guess who I'm going to next? You guessed it, my tax preparer, to see if this little bank who I got this advance from took out more than they were supposed to take. Because one thing about me is I don't play about my money. So if y'all money is short, check them transcripts. Make sure ain't nobody stealing from y'all, taking from y'all, because it was the reason why them shits was so late. But they got the right one. And I'm going to keep y'all motherfucking updated too. Have a good day.
Please tell me that I'm not the only one who gets their tax refund and just immediately throws it in savings. Me and my partner, we got 15 grand back. We were absolutely in shock because we never had this type of money. We were 19 and 20. We were like, yo, what are we gonna do with this? What are we gonna do? And like, of course, like a 19 and 20-year-old, like, what are they gonna do? Because there's no way you're not gonna spend that money, right? We just let it sit and we kept putting stuff in savings. And at this point, we're living paycheck to paycheck. We had a 6-month-old, a 1-year-old, whatever, and we had nothing. We had no income. Like, I was going to school full time, but like, I was like tutoring maybe 5 hours a week, getting minimum wage, was getting absolutely nothing. He was working his ass off, like 60 hours a week, and paycheck to paycheck, maybe putting $20 in savings some weeks. And now we're putting $600 in savings a week. 3 years since then. That $15K, if we had went out and spent and done something so stupid, because when you're young, like still now, like at my age, my brain is not fully developed with decision making. It's not. That's why we knew we had to lock that down, because we knew that our brains want to do something. We didn't even know what we wanted to do. We just knew we wanted to do something. And finally, that paid off, saving up that money, because we ended up buying land, and we're going to have a homestead. In a couple months, we're going to try and build a tiny house and build up this property so that we don't have to have bills, and then we can put everything in savings and actually live out our lives. And I feel like a lot of people are so stuck on like their lives and like this instant gratification and, oh yeah, but if I'm happy, it doesn't matter. If you're living paycheck to paycheck and you're taking thousands of dollars and splurging on stuff that you really, you shouldn't be. If a 19 and 20-year-old can get $15,000 and not even spend a penny, with the self-control that we had, when you have two people that are financially literate and understand, you need to prepare for the future whether you like it or not.
Let me tell you how that tax money that I got back was spent before I even got it. As soon as the IRS told me, or H&R Block told me how much I was getting, I already started divvying that money up. Like, okay, so this amount is going to go into savings for my daughter's camp. This one is going to go ahead and pay this bill. Like, I don't play that. I don't play. That money gets spent immediately. And the good thing is that I received my taxes within a week. Well, my federal taxes I received in a week. My state taxes took a minute to come through. But again, when that money came in, assigned a job, okay? Assigned a job. It just is what it is. Things were so tight this year, I didn't even get me a day on seafood boil. Yo, normally any other year, I'm like, look, I start eating real good, but it's like, no, being serious. I did put a little bit of money aside because my sister, she's having a birthday trip in July. So that was the small amount that I allotted for myself. Everything else kind of went to a fund for like my daughter, anticipating camp, trying to rebuild my emergency fund, and paying off a credit card. That way I didn't have to use the money from my check to pay it off. But yeah, that money is spent. It's gone. Okay? And it's February not even over yet.
All right, good morning, everybody. So we know it's that season, okay? And this message is primarily for the single moms. It's that season, and guess what? It might not be your season to splurge, okay? I want to give you some tips as a 30-year-old single mom with an almost perfect credit score. Like in my life, for what I need to do, like I literally have a perfect credit score. So for one, it's tax season. I want you to pause. I want you to breathe, and I really want you to think about what it is that you need to do. Before like tax season, I've been like, I wrote a note of like things that I wanted to do and like debt that I wanted to pay off, and like I've been just like reviewing that for like over a month, because I'm just like, when I do get my little money, like I need a game plan. Like I've never been one to take my tax money and like go splurge and go do something stupid. So I want you to really think and ask yourself, is this your season to splurge, or is this your time to like, pay down some debt? Like, do you need to pay some debt down in your life? Like I remember like growing up, no shade to my mama, tax time was the only time my mom really had any money. So as soon as that money hit, like it was just like boom, 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 so much spending. A week later, the money's gone and we didn't even know what happened. Nobody knew what happened, money gone. So like I kind of like took that like in my adulthood, and I've never once blown my tax money. Every time I get my tax money, I pay down some debt. Ask yourself what you need to do. Like real talk, I don't know who needs to hear this, but like tax time is not the time to play. It's not the time. And I know none of y'all better not be in the club with that tax money. On my mama, on everything I love, y'all better not be in the club with that tax money. That is not what it is for. Okay? I don't want to see no splurging. I don't want to see no BSing. Are you going to make a change in your life? What's your debt looking like? Where you at? What you really got going on? I know some of us like never get a chance to splurge, and like tax time, it feels like the one time in your life where like one time a year where you can just do what you want to do. But it might not be that season yet, boo. It really might not be that season. It's not that season for me. I want you to know, anybody who comes across my page, when you see my hair done, my lashes done, my nails done, whatever the case may be, I do it myself. I do my own hair. I do my own lashes. I do my own nails. I do my own makeup. And guess what? If I wanted to live above my means, I can afford to go get it done. I literally have the money to go get it done. But I'm not in that season. I'm not in that season of splurging and doing all that and whatever. Like I learned how to do my own hair to cut that expense. I learned and got like little tools along the way. Like I started off with press-on nails, and like now I'm getting like really good at doing nails to cut that expense. I do my own pedicure. I'm like playing around with like lash cluster sets. I don't know who needs to hear this, but we are not splurging this year. Do something for your future. I want you to do something this tax season that next year you're still going to be feeling it. Pay down that car note. If you got a credit card, pay it off. This morning, I promise you, I paid off one of my credit cards. It hurt me because like I saw that money move from my checking, gone. But guess what? It feels so good to know that I'm not indebted on that credit card anymore. And that interest that it was building, just sucking all of my money out of my check. I feel so good because like I paid off a debt today. And yeah, I'm not splurging, but I'm emotionally splurging because I know I'm free from something that had a hold of my finances. I don't usually make content like this, but I don't know why. Because like I am one of the best people when it comes to finances. I built this up from the ground up by myself. Nobody taught me about this. I mean, I had people along the way who gave me advice. Yes, that is very true. I've met some like smart people who advise me, and I've been in like groups of like people who have like high aspirations, and like they had an idea and I kind of followed that idea too. And I've done things that have like changed my life. But I want you to just really take a breath, and ask yourself, what do you really need to do? Make a list of importance. Let's start with like 5 things that you really need to do. You might splurge one thing on yourself this tax season. It might not be that season, boo. I don't want to see or hear nobody in the club with their tax money. If you have any kind of debt and you're in the club blowing money right now, you really need to sit down and have a talk with yourself. And this is not coming from a judgmental place, because I want to see people do well, especially people of color, because our people have been like, have so many obstacles that have kept us away from like opportunities of advancing. But my group, my people that I want to see like advance and like really take control of their finances, Black single moms, because guess what? That's me. That's me. And I've really taken control of my finances. I run the strictest program. Yes, I run a strict program with these men, but the strictest program I run is with myself. Very strict program. Very strict program over here, baby. Listen. It starts today. You better not be in a club with that money. You better be putting it towards something that is going to serve you and your kids' future. And I mean that. Mwah. I love you and I hope you have a great day. And I really hope this reaches somebody that needs to hear it. If you already spent into that money, I'll make another video about how we can start talking about saving. And it's not too late, girl. I hope you ain't spent all that money. You ain't spent it all, did you? Anyway, I just want the best for us. And I hope y'all all have a great day. And if you didn't get that little refund yet, baby, sit down, take a breath, be calm. Woo! Everybody slow down. Do not touch that money until you have a plan. Listen to me, girl. Don't touch that money until you have a plan. I even talked to ChatGPT a little bit. I said, ChatGPT, shut. You got some ideas for me, girl? Let's bounce some ideas off of each other. Whatever it takes, please take control of your finances and do not blow it this season. Mwah, I love y'all. Bye.